Thing is, some would say that you're also a part of the government, albeit another part of it. But now you've said you're introducing an amendment to the law, creating a national honours list, and you're saying you want it to be exceptional contributions. Are you not also afraid? I mean, some would say distinguished service seems clear enough. Are you not afraid that, it's also subject to subjective interpretations?
Well, I don't see how exceptional contribution will be subject. Everything is subject to interpretation, but we have to be objective. To an extent, the word exceptional carries a connotation, and I don't think how that can be. You can play around with that word to the extent that you speak, and that is also why you have a review committee that is in the amendment that comprises not of government officials or the Nigerian Labour Congress representatives from different areas of the Nigerian economy and the Nigerian society. Those are the people that comprise of the review committee that we seek to set up. I think that they can meet that test of objectivity. To the extent that the list that will come out of that review committee will be something that will be acceptable to everybody in Nigeria. And let me very quickly address that little jibe that came from you. Yes, I am a part of government, and to that extent, I will not extricate myself and say, yes, we are all in this together. But I also stand on my own as an individual, and I have, over the years, expressed my personal opinion on at least as far as this honours list goes. And I have even demonstrated that by even rejecting the office of the Federal Republic that was given to me. So whilst I may be a part of a government and I take collective responsibility, I also bear my father's name.
Okay, now, something has also given you a bit of headache is the fact that offices sometimes most times come with, national honors, as it were. Some people say that's only natural. How many people get to be presidents of their country? How many people get to be governors? How many people, get to occupy the highest office of the land? And that in itself should actually get an honor. Do you agree?
Absolutely not. First of all, we have presidents from other countries. The United States, you have governors in the United States. They don't get national honors just because they're governors or they're presidents of their country. And we all know the process. Again, I said it's a problem of process. The process that throws up these presidents, these governors, these members of the House, this service. Because I'm not removing myself. The process itself is flawed. If you want to give the awards to the office, then let us take out the word distinguished public service, exceptional contribution, and just say it's to the office. No matter what you do in the office, even if you stay there for 3 months, even if you are impeached, as we've had a speaker of the House of Representatives in the past that was impeached but had the national honors. So let us not fool anybody, and let's be clear as to both the intent and the language of the law and say this award is to such a person for attaining this office, not for contribution to the society, not for exceptional service, not even for distinguished public service. So let's be clear about it and not be ambiguous. But I disagree with you. I don't think the fact that you've attained a certain office means that you are automatically entitled to an award. We have an Inspector General of Police that was given an award, and within two months thereafter, he was fired from his job. What do you have to say about that? What does that tell you about our national honors?
Do you think that
somebody on that list is supposed to be a role model to those who are coming behind? Take a good look at the list in the last 10 years and tell me who the role models are. You can count them on one hand.
Honourable, do you think that our culture has anything to do with it? We had a guest earlier who told us that, the honours system in Nigeria is not just about the law. It's also about, our traditional values and beliefs and such. We've always had chieftaincy titles given to prominent sons and daughters of any community. Do you think, can you reconcile what is practiced traditionally with what we have in our law?
Well, to a very large extent, I will agree with that submission by your last speaker. That it's cultural. But then how do you define culture? Is it something that is inherent in you as a person, or is it formed based on the environment you grew up in? So for me, yes, to an extent it's cultural, depending on how you define what culture is. When you look at it, systemic of the Nigerian problem, when you look at the way, sometimes people have complained about how you appoint senior advocates, the way chieftaincy titles are given ministers, how you appoint them. So yes, it is emblematic of the Nigerian problem. National honors, we should get to a point where they should be given to people who, like I said, you look at the name and you know they exemplify what we call the shared value of our people and their principles. But what are these shared values of Nigerians? You know, so you see, the award itself has implications. Are these people that are on the list, do they represent the shared values of Nigerians? And these are the implications we need to think about, even outside the shores of Nigeria. In the Committee of Nations, I mean, we've become a laughing stock because, I mean, it's a global village now. Even though somebody in South Africa knows of a particular name, and he sees the name and he sees OFR, he sees MON, he sees CON, and he wonders, I mean, what kind of a country is this? I was reading about this person just a couple of months ago, and now today I see his name as being given the national honors. I mean, it doesn't speak well of us as a nation.